Good morning, my dears. Hope you're fine. So, are you in the mood to study something new today? Yes, very good. Before that, shall we move on to an entry activity? Yes, very good. Here is the activity. Do you know what is this? Yes, it's a word pyramid. You are familiar with word pyramid, right? Yes. I have given an example here. So the first word is a sea, and the second one a deep sea, third one a deep blue sea, last one a rough deep blue sea. So this is a word pyramid. What you have to do is construct a word pyramid using the word plane. You have to construct a word pyramid like this using the word plane. So you know how to prepare a word pyramid? I gave you an example, right? Yes. So construct a word pyramid using the word plane. Have you finished the activity? Yes, very good. Now I will give you my version. Here is a word pyramid. A plane, a huge plane, a roaring huge plane, a winged roaring huge plane. Okay. So today we are going to study the story of a girl who's traveling to her jungle hut to spend Christmas with her father. So in the last class, we have just begun the story. The name of the story is The Jungle Air Crash and the author is Julian Kupke. So, you're familiar with the author, right? Julian Kupke? Yes. Now, shall we move on to the rest of the lesson? Yes, very good. I'll read the lesson for you. All of you should listen carefully. I was sitting in the third row of seats from the rear next to the window. Mother sat beside me and a man we didn't know on the aisle. Everything seemed quite normal. The takeoff, the climb over the snow covered Andes, breakfast, the smiling stewardesses, then the green jungle stretching east to the horizon. People were reading or chatting. Everyone was in a holiday mood. So it's time for you to read the lesson silently. I hope you have finished reading. So read it once again and note down the difficult words. I'll give you a glossary of difficult words. Here is the glossary. I'll read it for you. Rare, meaning the back part of something, especially a building or vehicle. I'll give you the Malayalam equivalent. In Malayalam, rare means Puragilulla. Okay, Puragilulla. Next one is beside. Beside means at the side of. At the side of. I'll give you an example. The barn beside the farmer's house was falling down. Next one is aisle. Aisle means a passage between rows of seats in a building, such as a church or theater, an aircraft or train. I'll show you the picture of an aisle. This is the picture. So it's a space between the seats on both sides. Next word is Andes. It's a mountain range in South America. So Andes, a mountain range in South America. I'll show you the picture of Andes. This is a picture of Andes. Next word is stewardesses, meaning women employed to look after the passengers on a ship or aircraft. So, stewardesses, women in a flight or ship, okay, flight attendant, or a ship attendant. Next word is horizon. Horizon means the line at which the earth's surface and the sky appear to meet. So I'll give you an example to explain the word. The sun rose slowly over the eastern horizon. So now it's time for you to read the lesson once again and prepare a summary of the lesson. Okay, I hope you have finished the summary. Here is my version of the summary. The narrator got seated in the plane. Her mother sat beside her. Everything seemed quite normal in the plane. The passengers were reading or chatting. They were in a holiday mood. Now, all of you read the lesson once again. I will be asking you some questions. Have you finished reading? Yes, very good. So here are the questions. First question is, where did the narrator sit? Where did the narrator sit? Read your textbook and tell me the answer. Where did the narrator sit? The narrator was sitting in the third row of seats from the rear next to the window. I'll read it once again. The narrator was sitting in the third row of seats from the rear, next to the window. Next question. Everything was quite normal. Explain. Everything was quite normal. Explain. Yes, very good. Everything in the plane was quite normal, such as the takeoff, the smiling stewardesses, the green jungle stretching east to the horizon. Answer. Everything in the plane was quite normal, such as the takeoff, the smiling stewardesses, the green jungle stretching east to the horizon. Next question. Why was there a holiday mood in the plane? Why was there a holiday mood in the plane? Yes, everybody was reading and chatting and enjoying the flight. So, there was a holiday mood in the plane. I'll read it once again. Everybody was reading and chatting and enjoying the flight. So, there was a holiday mood in the plane. Now, I'll read the lesson once again. All of you should listen carefully. I was sitting in the third row of seats from the rear, next to the window. Mother sat beside me, and a man we did not know on the aisle. Everything seemed quite normal. The takeoff, the climb over the snow covered Andes, breakfast, the smiling stewardesses, then the green jungle stretching east to the horizon. People were reading or chatting. Everyone was in a holiday mood. Now it's time for you to read the lesson. Hope you have finished reading. Here is an activity for you. Imagine that you are traveling in the plane for the first time. Prepare a diary entry describing your experience. So you have to prepare a diary entry. Hope you have finished the activity. Now I will give you my version of the discourse. So it's a diary entry. You should include the day and the date. I'll read it. Today I traveled in plane for the first time in my life. I was eagerly waiting for the takeoff. The view from above the sky was breathtaking. The roads, building, fields, everything seemed like lines, toys. My ears were humming initially when the plane increased the height, but later on everything was fine. It was one of the most memorable experiences of my life. I'll read it once again. Today I traveled in plane for the first time in my life. I was eagerly waiting for the takeoff. The view from above the sky was breathtaking. Roads, buildings, fields, everything seemed like lines, toys. My ears were humming initially when the plane increased the height, but later on, everything was fine. It was one of the most memorable experiences of my life. So, I hope the lesson is clear for you. Go through the textbook, read it once again. If you have any doubts, you can ask me. So, here is a homework for you. Describe the sights that you can see while traveling in a bus. Okay, so thank you.